What's up, everybody? Hope all is well with you. I want to talk about how the unrighteous, the people that haven't put the work in, how they're trying to make it seem as though the great split is not happening and everything around them, nothing is happening and everything is normal. They do that to make it seem as though what's going on is not really happening, and it makes them feel better about themselves. But they know what's going on is serious, and they know that the shift is here. They know that the great split is here. But what they want to act like is that nothing is going on, and they good, and they happy. You know, let me tell you something. There was a time where we connected ourselves to these diabolical people. We thought we had to deal with them because we thought everybody was alike. And we thought, oh, they were just messed up. And we would deal with these diabolical people, had children with these diabolical people, let these diabolical people live in our house, let these diabolical people eat with our children. This is what we did. Now it's to the point that what we don't do is deal with them. What we don't do is allow them in our house. What we don't do is talk to them on the phone. And they're mad about this because this is how our ancestors living and not living raised us to overlook them. Oh, they a little touch, they crazy, overlook them. You know, you gonna get your reward. You know, you know, I understand they ain't right, but just overlook them because, you know, this is what God wanted and this is what we did. And they hurt us, they abused us, they was very toxic to us. It was a lot of stuff that happened when we would deal with these people. Now we to the point we don't mess with them. You can't pay us no amount of money to even fool with them. And now they're devouring themselves. This is why you see an increase in crime. Because now they're devouring themselves, because now it's two toxic people. Instead of a righteous person and a toxic person being together, now it's two unrighteous people being together, and they devouring each other. And the problem is that they don't want people to see this and want to make it seem as though ain't nothing happening. Everything is the same. Things going back to normal, and we doing good. We not. Our young children is dying at an alarming rate, and not only from gunshot wounds, they dying from sickness because the frequency is so high. What's happening is a lot of these people, a lot of these bodies that these people is housed in cannot sustain them because of the energy. And they are well aware of this. But as long as we believe ain't nothing going on, the righteous, I'm gonna tell y'all something. These demonic ass people, they will come to you. And they in your family, it's friends that you dealt with, you married them, the whole nine. These diabolical people, we was around them and we were told to love them. And we should have never been told no shit like that. But we were told to love them. Oh, they good people. Don't judge them on that. And knowing they were destroying our life. Set a lot of us back 10, 20 years. Now it's to the point, us people that got sense, we don't fool with them. And they mad about that. They mad because we don't fool with them. They mad because we don't call them up and we don't have no dealings with them. They mad because we don't take their shit no more. They very mad about that. Because it was a time where we felt sorry for these people, and we was trained by our family to feel sorry for these people. And now we don't feel sorry for them. So if you look at the Noah's Ark, which is an allegory, and in the Noah's Ark, in that scripture, it's in Genesis, and when it tells you that God told Noah to separate himself, to build a boat, and to take all species within this boat. You didn't know that had to deal with what's going on right now, the great separation. When you look at Moses and you look at the story where they crossed the Red Sea, see, a lot of you didn't understand That's dealing with your left hemisphere and your right hemisphere. Your left hemisphere, which is dealing with your brain, is the carnal side. Your right, where the pineal gland is the awakening, is your spiritual side. So what happens is when they crossed over to the right side, that's where their freedom came from. It have nothing to do with no people crossing the Red Sea. That even, if you really look at the story, that could have never happened. Dealing with the length, how deep it is, it could have never happened. So what we as people in this great separation, this is why you getting away from your family. This is why you fight. And see, one thing about the righteous people right now, we don't take no shit from nobody. We'll tell you how we feel. We you're not going to waste a lot of our time, because it's almost like we didn't enter the womb again. We're by ourselves. And see, anybody that can come and take that from you, that's what they're going to do. Anybody that can come to take the freedom that you got, they want that freedom. This is why, like myself, I stay by myself. I don't team up with a lot of people. And, a lot of people wanted me to team up with them and do this. No, I'm not going to do that. Because first it's about you. Now you have a calling on your life and the universe will sustain you, but it's about you first. So what you have to do is you have to take care of you. Meaning that everybody that's out here, whether they famous or not, you don't let them in your aura. It don't matter what they got. Because everything is about you. Anybody that come your way and there is a problem, you got to learn from it. Anything that keep repeating itself in your life, that's because you're not learning. Whether it's a toxic man, whether it's getting drunk, whatever it is in your life, it's a reason why it keep happening. And you have to understand that. You have to, that's number one, the number one thing you have to understand, that you always got to know that you got to, if you don't know yourself and know who you are, you're going to keep going through bullshit. But when you begin to wake up and understand who you are and understand that you came on this earth by yourself. When you went through that birth canal, you came by yourself. When you got to understand the richness of you. And everybody do not supposed to be in your aura. And the universe will begin to, once you begin to learn you, and where I'm at today, it took years to get here. It didn't happen overnight. When the universe told me, when I was 20 years old, and the universe told me to leave my family behind, I did not understand it. Leave them behind. But I look back on that now. And I understand where I'm at today and what that did for my life. And I thought it was a bad thing. When my mother passed away December 23rd of last year, and I look at that now, and the universe allowed me to spend time with my mother, allowed me and her to cook a dinner together, allowed me and my mother to talk, she told me the truth, the blueprint of what I needed in life. She told me that. And when my mother first passed away, you know what? I was mad, because I'm like, well, God, why would you allow her in my life for that small time and then take her? Regardless of how she died, she not here anymore. And what I got out of that is you and her needed each other at that time. Y'all needed to do some closing at that time, and you got that. And I'm trying to, I got my mother a housekeeper, to come clean up her house, trying to get her back well, but that was not what it was going to be. It was meant for us to have our conversation and for her to leave. And I never experienced death. I never experienced that type of hurt in my life. Any relationship I've been through, I never experienced that type of hurt. But I look at it now, and I still hurt. Sometimes I get up and I'm not feeling good and I just cry. I still go through that. But one thing about it, my mother helped me heal. And she would come to me, and I knew my mother was okay. And that's all I wanted to know. Did my mother make it? Because people think that dimensions, which is your mind, is one thing. But realms, you can either go back or you can go forward. And for my mother to do the things that she can do, and to come to you and say things to you, she made it. Because you can't, no, everybody can't do that. Everybody can't do that. And it's not, the way, that way is very narrow. And I just look at things now, and I look at what I'm going through, and it's like, in my darkest time, because that was a dark time for me. I can see the way I progressed. I can see the way I handle things now. Now I still don't take no mess from nobody, but you don't have to hate anybody on this earth, because understand, whoever come your way, it's not to hurt you. Even though you're going to go through hurt physically, it's not to hurt you, but it's to make you stronger. It's to make you a stronger person. Because now us righteous, we fight them demons, them toxic people. We don't care if it's we don't care who the hell it is, brother, sister, friend, ex-friend. We don't care who it is. We're going to go to war with you. And see, it was a time where we didn't do that, because they told us never to fight these people. Give them what they want and then go on. But see, that was to take up for this, the world that we separating from, that was to take up for them. It was almost like they was defeating us, and they shouldn't have defeated us. Now, when they run up on us, now you see the tides have changed. And now you see what's going on is that the righteous is winning. The righteous is winning. And it was a time where that didn't happen. We would just let it go, and we could have won, but we would let it go because we was taught to never fight these people, these toxic people. Now we fight them. See, okay, I'm gonna tell you something. See, the Bible is allegory. When they say, in the last days, meaning that this universe is not ending. It's just, it's revamping itself. It's about to replenish itself, but it got to do away with the dead. It said in the last days, they will be marriage. They will be partying. They gonna act like ain't nothing going on until they really have to acknowledge it. And this is what they're doing now. This is what they're doing now, because they have to make it seem as though what they see, they're not seeing it. And they have to convince you. This is why they don't say anything. But see, it's to the point now, this stuff is so crazy. You could feel their energy. You could feel the demonic. See, families thought these people that you see in your family ain't your family. But see, we have been trained to believe these people is our family and to stick with them. And you don't have to do that. But they have trained us to do that. Make it seem as though, we got to deal with them. You don't have to deal with them. You don't have to, your toxic friends. Look at how you done gotten away from them. Now you by yourself. And you don't understand. The only way you can grow is being by yourself. And you the only one that can save you. And they look at us now and they're angry. Why is they acting like this? Well, you don't want no dealings with me? Hell no, I don't want no dealings with you. And we to the point now, you can't take a distraction. These people that's distracting you, you can't take that as, oh, well, I hate them. Don't hate them. Don't even waste your time like that. I tell you, don't even put your mouth on them. Just take care of business. Don't even put your mouth on them. Just take care of business. Because I'm going to tell you something. It's to the point now, A person can lie on you and they think they about to win, and that junk will blow up right in their face. They'll think they about to win and it'll blow up. This is what's going on now. So the righteous, the ones that's out here now, the ones that's out here talking, the ones that's out here that's not biased, that's just taking care of business, keep doing what you're doing. Because now the tides have changed. And see, they don't have that power that they used to have because we didn't woke up to their bullshit. Look at all these videos out here where at one point, you remember, they would hit us and we would, let me get away from this crazy motherfucker. Let them try it now. We be all ready to beat the hell out of them. It'd be an eye for an eye with us. And see, they was never used to that because they never had to endure that with us. They never had to endure that. We just got the hell away from them and didn't want nothing to do with them. We don't do that no more. We go full force. And this is the great separation. One will be taken, the other one will be left behind. And they're being left behind. And you know what? They're mad about that. They're mad because we won't fool with them. Family members is mad because you won't have no dealings with them. Your friends is mad. And let me tell you something. Once you're done with them, never go back. If you go back, that's going to be your ass. Never. Once you see who they are, you don't give them 2, 3, 4, 5 chances. The first time they show you, you take it for what it is. Because everything is about to be redone over. And this is the part they don't want you to see. Look out here. Look at all of these. Okay, remember back in the day, they told us that white people was gonna be dying and black people was gonna be living, and we about to take over. That's the biggest lie ever fucking told. The color of your skin ain't got nothing to do with anything. It don't have nothing to do with anything. And don't let these people fool. All the black people going to be taken away in 2 months. They're going to be taken out of space. And the spaceship coming and pick them up. And they going to go to Nibiru and leave all these people behind. Okay, hold on. You going to a different planet. And you not one time had tried to get your house in order. I'm not talking about a regular house. I'm talking about what's within you. You ain't tried to get nothing in order. They gonna take you somewhere with the same mindset. And you gonna thrive. You really think that? If you think that you the biggest fool ever walking the face of this planet. You don't know where they taking you, but you gonna get on that spaceship and you gonna go because you don't want. Let me tell you something. Some things is not, people like they say, if you work a job, that's bad. You a slave. If you anything that can structure you, they'll tell you that it's bad. Don't you know this universe is a learning center? Do you know that? It's a learning center. Meaning that you come here to learn. You don't come here to show out. You don't come here to have the baddest house, the biggest house, the baddest clothes. You don't come here for that. This is a learning center. And that's why the people that have not learned is dying off right now. And see, one thing what black folks don't want to admit, we the main ones that's dying off. And you don't want to admit that. Our children, we can't even carry children. We can't even carry them no more. That have never been. So this is the great split. And the great split, everybody is not invited. And they don't want to acknowledge that. They want you to believe that everybody is invited and we about to go off to Nibiru, or we about to go out of space, and right here on this planet, everybody gonna be. That was the biggest lie ever told to you. This is a spiritual walk. This is a spiritual walk. It's a spiritual walk. And how you do it, you have to build yourself from within. You have to build yourself from within. And it's only about you. It's not about nobody else. You're giving your body a break from everybody. And it takes years to do it. It don't happen overnight. Anybody tell me it happened overnight, you a liar. And I didn't know until I just found out that even the very music that we listen to, that's not our music. That's not our music. Try listening to Beethoven. Try listening to classical music. See, they play that music and see, they put that beat on the music and then they cursing you out. And they putting all of that junk in your spirit. And then you wonder why that day or your life is messed up. Because you're putting that in your spirit. It's a new day. And we winning out here. We winning. Just like you look at this little scenario with Cardi B, and she's in court, and you can't help it because it comes on your timeline. All that junk is acting. That's to keep your mind. That's to keep your mind to believe that, oh, something is really. All that is nothing but straight acting. It's to keep your mind somewhere else and think that everything is a joke. It's nothing but acting. I seen skits of it because it popped up on my Facebook page. So I saw it and I'm like, this is nothing but acting. And y'all don't even see that. Y'all think that shit is real. It's not real. It's not real at all. You all have a nice day.